I have a question for you, Harley.
Yes.
Very serious question. Would you rather die from erotic? Let's say you die autoerotic, having fun, autoerotic asphyxiation. You die that way.
I like choke myself while jerking off.
Me and the boys come in. We find you there in the hotel. We were about to do a big show together. There you are, dead on the floor, pants around your ankles, big old cock in your hand, clearly belt wrapped around, looped up, everything.
I'm impressed.
Do you want us to call and report and just walk out of the room and have the authorities come and find you and that story get out and your family to know that's how you died? Or do you want us to pull your pants up and act like you killed yourself?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to be known for suicide or autoerotic asphyxiation?
But the thing is, Harley,
yep.
Like now your family, your friends, your loved ones, like whoever is going to think like, how did I not see the signs? Mm-hmm. Because there were no signs because you didn't mean to. Of course they didn't, but they're going to hold that against themselves, maybe, especially the people closest to you, your most beloved. So I ask you, which would you prefer to go?
Okay. You know, you said you came in and there, I choked myself out, jerking off, and so my dick's hard.
No, it's gone flaccid now. But we can tell that it's a hog.
That's the thing. You can't, and when it's soft, you can't. if it's like if you came in and it was soft,
stop him, Taylor.
Listen, how do I get roped
I
into
choose
this?
this. I choose this then.
Move over, Taylor. I got this.
Woody just immediately hard again. He's the cock whisperer.
I go not it.
The dead cock whisperer.
Do it on a dead guy. I'll be impressed.
The dead epic mealtime guy.
So what was your answer? Where are you going to land?
I am serious. Like if you guys come in small, soft cock, I don't want that's small, soft cock. I don't want you guys seeing that. Mm-hmm. I don't want anyone to know. That's the thing that would go.
Dude,
that's the thing.
I would lie on your behalf. I would be like, yeah, it was ginormous. It was huge.
He also said that
I'd threaten the coroner with a gun. I'd be like, no one can know about this. As far as you know, we have the biggest circumcised cock in the whole Jewish community.
The biggest. The bar is low. The bar is low.
No. Yeah.
But and then also people being like my friends and family, they would be like, oh shit, he did that. They wouldn't be like, oh, the signs weren't there. They'd be like, yeah, I guess he would. Pretty freaky guy. He would do some shit like that. It's the internet strangers. Like I don't want it on the subreddit. Like, I don't want it there. Like that's what I don't want.
You're looking down from heaven. Fuck. Oh, they're bullying me on the subreddit.
Dude, yeah,
you're not into choking stuff then?
Choking myself. I never choked myself like solo. No. And I think there would be a drastic power shift if I were to be choked. And I never just choke someone, but like I don't want to be choked. I don't like to be attacked. Or someone trying to hurt me during sex. I find that like...
Oh, you don't attack. You just sort of slowly squeeze and cut off the blood supply.
Yeah, I don't want them to do that to me,
Don't hit the trachea. That's not cool.
Don't hit the
trachea. I don't like, like sometimes, like, let's say they tie you down and they get on top. I'm thinking
Kyle knows how to choke a hoe.
Sex movie.
He does, yeah. I'm seeing it. I'm sorry.
No, I don't want them to do that. I'm like, no, you sit down. I'm gonna slowly undress.
Did he ask the question? I don't think I know the answer.
I think he'd rather be found jacking off. The people you know would like it'd be much more upsetting for all your.
Do I get to leave a letter?
Do I get to leave a letter?
No, you didn't leave a letter. We could forge one, I suppose, but I think we're gonna mess that up. We all have very recognizable handwriting, frankly.
Yeah, I think I would choose. I choose the boner thing because then people around me they'd be like.
The truth. Shit, you want people to know the truth.
You want people to know that you auto-asphyxiated and died. Okay.
Oh, so it's not like I killed myself. That's not the other option.
That is an option. We can pull your pants up and let the world believe.
No, that's going to compromise you guys.
No. We would just pull your pants up and say, we found you. And end of story.
Yeah, no, I should do it.
We move the lotion, we move the tissues.
It should be me.
That's not criminal.
Realistically, you can't be in a position where they're questioning you about another dead friend of yours sitting in a chair. I don't. That is dark. All right,
I didn't put that together.
But I can't have any of that happen. I can't. Have you guys doing it? I can't have my family being like, we should have been nicer to him. I jerked off, I killed myself, and that's what happened. I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. I don't want
it would just be you and David Carradine. You'd be the two guys.
Kung Fu legends.
Yeah.
If I did that, I think the better option would be for you guys to like stage a break-in and that I was killed in some sort of violent conflict that I almost won.
All right, we're not
like saying
now you
now we're looking at your tattoo model.
No, wow, there must have been 8-10 guys in here. And he was off.
It seems forensics was just in here. Seems he was attacked while fucking 15 hot supermodel babes. Yeah.
A bunch of
Kyle, what would you pick? Auto asphyxiation or suicide?
Oh God, I think let's let them know the truth. Let's let them know the truth. Just. I mean, like maybe as long as like if there was some weird porn going on that I was like also watching, you can turn that shit off. But I guess they need to know.
What if it's not weird but it's gay?
That would be
whatever.
Turn it off. That would
be 2024. That's not even embarrassing.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like
whatever the porn is, turn it off.
That would be my coup de grace final prank on you. Is putting the gayest, most reprehensible porn on there.
Check me.
Fuckers 9.
I'm gonna assume you don't frequent the gay porn sites often, so you'd be like gay black in the search and then just hit the first link with your eyes closed. You don't want to. You can't be browsing because then at that point he's dead over there and you're like scrolling through gay porn on Pornhub for however long
trying to put yourself in his headspace. What would you watch if he were the gay person I'm framing him to be?
Probably a video on how to revive yourself.
I need to know.
There's a lot of porn in about the first 30 seconds of a how to revive yourself video on YouTube.
Be honest though, would any of you guys have you ever choked yourself during jerking off?
No. Like that.
I don't understand how you would even do it without it potentially David Carradining you.
What you didn't? Because your reaction looked like someone who's lying that they didn't. Because I was like, "You ever jerk off?" And you were like,
"No." I was thinking. Well, I guess what happened was as you were talking, I was like answering the question, and then when you got to yourself, I was like, "Oh no, I haven't done that."
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna check it out after this. Not like as soon as I get off, I'm gonna go whack off. But I'm gonna look into it. Is it gonna be better? Another thing I heard is great. Like ejaculating through your butt through like a prostate thing. Not interesting to me at all.
It's like putting something in your ass and just coming from prostate stimulation.
Yeah. Well,
your
dick's not even.
Is that what it's called?
Is it?
Or did you coin that?
Now I know what I'm putting on here.
You guys got new merch. If you made that word, it's like you got new merch.
Every time I think I've coined the phrase, we Google it and it's like shit. Remember what was my Arabic fucking burger joint that I came up with? Oh, Sheik Shack. I was like,
Sheik Shack. It exists?
No, there's already it existed.
Holy shit! Sissygasm is a category on Pornhub.
There you go. I bet there's a good subreddit there for you, Woody.
r/sissy is r/sissy. How long did it take you to learn how to sissygasm? Well, goddamn.
These guys are practicing.
Practice makes perfect.
The Google result.
All right, I got to work out today. I got to take care of this thing, that thing, and then I'm going to practice coming from my ass.
I gotta go. I gotta sissygasm at 6 p.m.
Have a nice healthy dinner.
Yeah,
so your dick's not even being played with. You just want to come with something in your ass.
Well, I think there would be different stages, right? Like if you're if you're a purist, then there would be no stimulation of the penis, right?
That's wild. That's like a BJ with no hands. Almost.
That's how monks
even crazier.
That's how would that be a power that you would want to be able to just make yourself orgasm hands free anytime, like with the power of your mind?
If I could take it, if I could take it.
No, you're spat everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't seem.
Lots of girls can do that.
No, it's just a power. You can do whatever you want. It's power of cum.
Yeah, I guess
it's a +1. There's no negative to it.
Or no other. Yeah, I'll take an additional power.
Sure, it's just an ability.
Yeah.
But now you can't read.
You'd lose your spelling superpower.
It's one of those.
Can you learn to read again?
You relearn to read. You can never focus. You're just coming all the time.
Yeah, it's one of those devil deals where.
What is it called when girls no hands come? They just sit there and make it happen. You guys aren't familiar with this?
Like without
this is a fairly common.
Not that familiar with women coming at all.
Without doing something with their pants or like wiggling their thighs or
no, that's what they do. They like slide forward a little bit so their pants put pressure on like their clit and pussy.
That's called masturbation.
Yeah, that's just.
But it's like a hands-free thing you can do during class. Hypothetically,
you might want to head on over to our Hold the Moan. I'm sure there's some ladies over there who are squeezing their thighs together or like on the treadmill getting off or something like that. I bet a lot of girls who bike come the whole time. I don't know how.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Them coming on their bike, you don't like it?
Bite. Yeah. I thought you said bite.
Bicycle.
Oh, bite.
I thought you said bite. I was like, I don't like when they bite.
How about this, Kyle? How much money?
I don't want to be hurt at all.
What kind of superpower would it take, or what sort of money in a trade-off would it take that you can only come from sissy-gasms the rest of your life?
Wait, what do I?
Your penis withers.
Dude,
okay,
can I have the floor for a second?
All right,
well, okay, fine. It doesn't wither. It doesn't wither. It stays the same, but it's you're coming through your ass.
But I could still fuck with my dick. I just wouldn't come unless I stimulated my prostate.
It's like got the same sensitivity as like your arm now. Like all your pleasure's coming from your butthole.
See, I don't like that at all. Like you're basically
that's the
taking
point of the question.
Well, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't take the trade no matter what you were giving me, I suppose, because it's almost like I'd rather be dead. Because I always say if I lost my dick, I would, probably rather be dead than not have a dick.
That's fair. Yeah.
And that's basically what you're saying.
Enjoy life. You should embrace being a trans content creator if that happened, by the way.
It's too late for the hormones to work. And
but you don't.
I've gone the other way so hard with the hormones.
Yeah, but muscle mommies are in. You'd make a great muscle mommy if you really committed to it.
I don't want to be a muscle mommy.
Kyle's right. He's too old.
You start using firearms again. You're like, that wasn't me, and don't dead name me.
That's genius.
Deborah.
Start streaming on Twitch. Promoted to the front page.
I don't like this. No, I don't want to trade anything for my penis, which is basically what you're saying. That's my most prized.
It stays the same.
Why are you trying to take his penis from?
You go to
why are you trying to take his penis?
You say it stays the same, but you just admit it. It's now no longer a sexual organ. That it's basically my arm flesh.
You can still fuck with it, and it stays hard and everything.
And take no pleasure from that fucking. I'm not having sex for the other person. I mean, sometimes I am. That's part of sex. But like,
you don't have to lie.
I wouldn't be here if it didn't feel good.
Yeah, Kyle, we're all telling the truth here until then.
Yeah. Well, now we're all fucking whoa.
Look, this is the art of the deal here.
Like we come.
Nah, I feel like he does. I feel like he gives out orgasms, but he's still in his head. He's like, this one's for me.
Girls don't orgasm. That's a myth.
Female orgasms are a myth.
Yeah, female orgasms bullshit. If clits were real, I'd have found one by now.
I think your answer is actually salient. I should have thought of a better way to incentivize it.
I would never put the anything in my ass because as a child, what I remember very clearly was I played football and I was too big. There was a weight limit and I was like a couple pounds off before the big final game. We really made it to the finals and there was a weigh-in at the beginning, which was good, but I grew a lot. So at the end, I was about 5 pounds overweight. So we were regulating what I was eating, but then my coach told me to take a suppository. He put it in me. No, he didn't. But he told me to take a suppository, and my family and him, which now I think about it, it's pretty fucked up. But they got one, and I got it in, like, I put it in. You have to put it in your ass, but the thing is, like, I put it up to my asshole, and when I got to the part where it's supposed to go in, like it's there, it's like a rocket shape. And so it pierces into it, but it's only enough, like I'm probably like 8% in. It hasn't expanded me at all. And I push it further, my butt, my child butt opens more. And it gets to a wide part. And the whole point is like you put it in your ass and then it like melts and makes you shit a bunch.
Okay.
But you know how like when you like, if you could imagine my child ass, is fucking weird. You kind of like pushing it in, or like a big shit where it's coming out small, and then it gets to that part where it's that pop, where it's like, woof, now the whole shit's out. It's like coming out a little bit, and then it's like wow.
Yeah,
I couldn't get to that part. That wow. apart at all. So I really just held that suppository like between my butt cheeks.
So was the issue
hours, and I was like,
that the poop
it
was
melted.
sideways in there? Is that what happened?
No, it's just it's a little torpedo, like a little translucent.
That's just
torpedo.
a PKA lore joke.
You just didn't push it hard enough in, right?
I didn't. No, I couldn't get there. I would get there and I was like, huh?
A little wine.
Thing's like it is lubed up a little bit. Maybe if I was.
Can you imagine that coach gives you a glass of wine?
Yeah, we need you. You're our best fucking guard.
This was at home. This wasn't with the coach. This was at home.
I had the same thing happen to me, Harley, but I was older.
Have you seen those clips online of people who are spending like 10 grand plus to do like pretend boot
6
camps?
a day, 3 days, $18,000 Alpha Man camp. That's what it is.
Is it called Alpha Man Camp?
No, but it's the best way for me to like condense it down to two or three words.
A day,
$6,000 a day for 3 days, $18,000. You basically go through like pseudo SEAL training, and there's lots of like learning to be assertive, learning to like be physical, learning resilience, stuff like that. And there's a lot. I saw one guy who I guess had some sort of like he had a hard time being assertive, and the coach or the drill sergeant, more apt probably, is like, I'm not getting out of your way. You're gonna move me. And he's just like sort of moving him out of the way. He's like, move me out of your way if you want to get there. You want this? You want to be a man? You got to go through me, Sergeant Slaughter. I got you for 3 minutes.
I wonder if it works at all. Because like, here's where I'm coming from on that. I sometimes read self-help books, and it makes me a better me for weeks or even a month.
That's Sergeant Slaughter right there. At one point, he pulled out a knife and he's like, if you're going to horse around and you're not going to take Sergeant Slaughter seriously, you see this tattoo? I might as well carve it out of my flesh.
By the way, Alan, your check did not clear.
But I bet you it's like a self-help book, that it has sort of a temporary impact in making you a little better, maybe.
It strikes me as like fake.
This looks retarded.
Oh my God, this is so lame.
You were right. Alpha Male Boot Camp.
Is that?
That's what it's in the tweet. A 3-day Alpha Male Boot Camp is seeing attendees mocked online for paying $18,000 to endure military-grade inspired punishments. You know what would be funny is if we saw them like with a hood on their head, like standing on a box, like Abu Ghraib.
Electrodes on their fingers.
Oh man, it wasn't worth it to be attacked by German shepherds for 3 days.
I hated the rape.
I mean, these people must not be total losers if they have 18 grand to spend on a 3-day vacation.
Yeah. Would you ever? What's the amount you guys would spend for that experience? If you
you have to pay if you paid
how much would I charge? Is where that goes.
Okay, how much would you charge? All right,
18,000 wouldn't be enough. 30,000, I'd do it.
3 days for getting yelled at. $6 grand a day. You wouldn't do that.
There might be chafing. They're all.
You got to pay me 10 a day to yell at me.
Oh,
you can't yell at me for 6 a day.
I get yelled at for 6 a day. Ed,
not for only 3 days. We stretch this out for a couple of weeks. We can. I want to know Ed's answer.
Yeah,
I was a used car salesman for a long time. I have been yelled at for much less money. But today, I don't know. I think I'm with Kyle on that one. It'd probably take 10 grand a day to yell at me and demean me like that. And probably, these pictures are going to end up being used as like in the pro-Hamas camp of like, this is what they're doing over there. And,
whenever somebody
get on the monkey bars.
Whenever someone
with
tweets
a
at you and they're like,
in the backdrop is the guy yelling at me. I don't think I'm there.
Yeah, they were all the same hatchet, by the way. Right. Not even a collection. He like bought bulk from an axe throwing depot or some shit.
A signature model that wouldn't sell out on Amazon, so we had to buy the leftover inventory.
Yeah, it's fucking lame. I think like
it is.
I don't think I'm an alpha man, but I don't even know what the fuck that means necessarily, and I definitely don't need a camp to make me feel better about myself or more assertive. Like I yell at people all the time. The working man nearly got it last week. I don't need any help.
Yeah, you didn't pay him anything. Yeah,
I said, don't you see the no soliciting sign?
Sprayed him with a hose.
People give me a hard shit for pissing on waiters as if waiters are real people equals us.
All right, well we differ on that one. I treat my staff well because they have access to my food and they're humans. But the working man, that cocksucker better learn to read.
It's not proven.
Like
I'm leaning into it. Fuck it.
blows me away when people are rude to the people who have access to your food and they have no cool down time. Like,
what are they going to do? Spit on my food?
Yes.
Yeah. You think I don't want that?
They might give you a little they might give you a little doo-doo on there and you get the worst E. coli you've ever had.
You think they don't want that?
All it takes is a little human doo-doo in your food to make you so sick. Every time you get food poisoning, that's what food poisoning is.
I think it's probably more than just that.
It's human doo-doo and the bacteria that's
undercooked chicken.
Yeah, it can be salmonella.
That's a different form of. You can be food poisoned in many ways, but the most
doesn't
common
sound like I'm wrong.
The most common one would be E. coli. That's coming from human doo-doo because it's the most likely contamination source to be in there. It's funnier to say doo-doo though. It's a funny word.
Dookie.
Yeah, dookie. Yeah.
So you think that the leading cause of food poisoning is intentional introduction of? No.
I think that it is.
Kyle, don't you back off your beliefs.
I think what I'm saying is it's very easy to poison a motherfucker. You just finger your butthole a little, get it. Just take their hot dog bun, clean your finger off with that. Throw the dog in there, a little chili on top. They'll never know. They're like, this smells so rich and deep. And next thing you know, they're like puking their guts up and shitting blood. You ever shit blood from food poisoning?
No.
Holy shit! That's when you know you've got it. When your intestinal lining is sloughing off from the evil that you've ingested. I've had that once.
What was it from?
What did you eat?
Oh, I don't remember. Probably fucking. Oh, I think it was actually.
I'd
Greek
remember.
Food. It was Greek food because they do that thing where they've got the huge hunk of meat rotating and they slice it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
the
lamb.
most common form of food poisoning is undercooked poultry. I googled it.
That does seem true.
Yeah, it's called Campylobacter. I might have mispronounced.
That's what Big Doo-Doo wants you to think.
That's a Big Doo-Doo. They're always fucking buying our politicians. Big Doo-Doo, some shit-eating guy who's a billionaire.
That's where that expression comes from, the shit-eating grin of Big Doo-Doo, the bureaucrats that pull the strings.
I would get yelled at for probably 3 days in a row. $1,000 a day, pretty solid deal. Like
Jesus Christ, they're not just yelling at you; they are whooping your ass and posing you and making you get. You know what sugar cookie means? It's when you get in the water and then you go out in the water and you do exercises. Maybe you're lifting boats or logs, strenuous till you're beat. Then you come back in while you're beat and you roll in that dry sand and turn into a sugar cookie. Then they make you do calisthenics, so your skin and your shirt is now sandpaper. Your nipples are bleeding.
I warned you there was chafing.
Yeah, okay.
Your whole body is chafed. Like you're gonna be wet and sandy doing like hard outdoor calisthenics without breaks and shit. It's SEAL training.
Which one of us is pronouncing chafing correctly? It might
chafing.
Be. It's
chafing.
Like church.
Like church. Chafing. Yeah.
Oh, I had it wrong. Okay.
Were you saying chafing? Like a Spanish person?
No, probably not.
He wasn't. He wasn't saying that, and there's no evidence he ever did.
You can't prove
it.
God damn. like that's how a cholo would say chafing. Oh,
yeah. And they would do it for way less than $6,000.
Oh, that's probably cholos running the class. I'd be scared. Those are the scariest people to me. They got those the cholo with the big white t-shirt, shaved head, and a mustache. That guy's scary as fuck. Remember the guy that was going to rape Ethan Hawke in Training Day? They're sitting around playing poker. He's like, yo, bro, you ever get your shit pushed in? He's like, nah, man. I got mine pushed in big time. And he's like, what the fuck? Like things just flip on a dime. And now he's in the bathroom upside down.
And
then he molested the guy?
Well, I'm not going to spoil the movie. It's a good movie. Training Day. Denzel Washington.
I think I'm on the
Ethan
same
Hawke.
side. I'm thinking of all the things that are scarier than that.
Even Mendez shows with Bush.
I'm coming up with zero. Right? Like
snakes.
Eva Longoria?
No.
Like a venomous snake that's like in your bed with you.
Okay. Well, if you put a cholo in bed with you now, choose.
Yeah, well, he might not bite me.
If you're lucky.
If I'm bigger than him and stronger than him, I can enforce like a pillow barrier and be like, you stay on that side of the bed. I'll stay on my side. Not even any spoons if I'm strong. But if he's stronger than me, then that is scarier.
I think it goes without saying this is a big, strong, scary one. Right?
Okay, you're right. A big, strong, violent rapist.
A 9-year-old cholo is not scary.
In bed with me is very scary. I would pick the snake in retrospect. Do
you think they have a safe word, like you can opt out at any time, or do you think you just forego that on sign up?
Yeah, you forego that. He's going to take it when he wants it.
In the camp?
No, there.
In the can.
Like, if it's a real, if it's a real company.
Also,
I was thinking about Cholo sex. I was like, nah, they just take what they want, man.
No, they definitely have a safe word or something.
Avocado.
Like if they're running some kind of business there, like they probably want repeat customers, and so they might be secretly hoping that like Stevie fails on day 2 so that they can then be like,
you know what I do?
We're not going to charge you for day 3. You didn't make it, but we have another class in 2 months. We really think you're going to make it this time.
I would put one of my boys in, and he'd be the first to quit. Like I dog him hard and make him. Somebody's going to quit today. That'd be part of the first exercise. We don't stop till somebody quits. We don't eat till somebody quits. And I'd have my boy there, and he'd be ready to quit 45 minutes in. But right before one of the you don't want the paying customers to quit for sure. You want them to get to day 2 or 3. Unless
Taylor's suggestion is to get them to re-sign. They go 2.5 days, and it's like, I think next time you can do it.
You can apply. We don't necessarily accept the
surprise. If the check clears, so does your approval.
Deposit's not.
I know that we said it was free if you complete the training. With 4 hours remaining, that is why we are now beginning the 3-gallon of milk drill. Fuck, some guy with milk mustache. Nobody ever makes it past this one.
Yeah, to me that's lame. Not only because
it's pretty gay.
It kind of stinks of that wannabe military shit a little bit. And I don't like that ever. I hate that like fake army man shit. I mean, I don't like the cops do it too, and they don't have any more right to do it than anybody. I see what are you wearing a fucking patch for, bro? Don't you write tickets? Like you're wearing a patch. What do you mean death or dishonor? Death or dishonor, 45 or over. That should be your motto. Like what do you death or dishonor? Fucking pig.
That's a good line. I might reuse it when you're not around.
Yeah, do it when they pull you over. As he's writing you the ticket, you notice it on his forearm. Let him when you see the thin blue line wristband, let him know it's a gang sign.
I was wondering if like because I see thin blue line stuff not very often, like bumper stickers when I'm out and about, like that. A lot of the people, or at least a significant percentage, a plurality, we'll say, have to be doing that tactically. Because I bet if you ran some numbers, something like that, like they maybe they don't get pulled over less, but maybe they get off more.
Yeah.
So,
what if you
absolutely?
What if you tell them you're on the job and just don't go any further than that?
What job's that?
I want to talk about it.
Code name Nightwing. And then he's like, what are you talking about? And you're like, above your pay grade. They hate
these guys make $38,000 a year. Everything is.
It says this: you'll earn $50,000 a day in perpetuity as long as you complete a 12-hour daily drive round trip. If you ever don't complete that 12-hour daily drive, then the money stops and the opportunity ends. How long do you do your 12-hour daily drive? How much 50? Money do you need before you stop? 50 of them?
No, $50K a day is
yes.
And it's all subsequent days. Any day you don't do it,
you miss a day and the door's closed.
Okay. Easily a year.
A year you would do 12 hours a day?
I'm from the Midwest. It's a joke. I'd be flying through that. I've done 12-hour drives on my head, and if I'm being paid $50,000, I've drove 12 hours to spend thousands of dollars.
Honestly, I think do this. Go 4 miles an hour. They just put that baby in idle, head one direction for like 11 hours and come home in one.
You've thought about this. That's actually a really good idea.
There's no reason to go to like California every day.
Yeah, cruise control on the highway at 28. Just idling effectively, and then you just turn around and zoot it home. Yeah, the $50K a day, like checking my bank account with an extra 50 every single day. Like I feel like my loved ones, everyone would understand. They'd be like, "Oh, is Taylor coming to this wedding?" No, he's not. He's got to drive 12 hours a day for $50,000. Oh, yeah, he definitely needs to keep doing that. I hope he keeps doing it for a while. That's life-changing generational money. Like if I did that for one full year.
I did the math. It's just over $18 million.
Yeah, I do that for 1 year, and I have generational wealth for my hopefully future kids, family. So yeah, at least a year. I would be in grind mode.
Let me catch you up, Kyle. Hypothetical question: $50,000 for doing a 12-hour round trip. Every day is $50,000. But if for some reason you don't complete the 12-hour round trip, the opportunity ends, the door is closed. There is no tomorrow on this. How many days in a row? How much money do you need before you stop enduring this 12-hour round trip every day?
It's a car drive?
Yeah. I guess you can take a bike if you want. I don't know.
Do I have to drive?
You do have to drive. Yeah.
It's for $50K though, dude. A day.
You can have a passenger.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I try to do, I would want to know more about the logistics, but for the sake of entertainment, what I would try to do is get a large, comfortable to drive vehicle. And I mean, since it's your job and you make $50,000, $1.5 million a year or so now,
so 18 million.
That math is so off.
18 million a year.
You didn't factor in me not being good at math right now.
I was trying to help you. I didn't mean to.
It's a whole bunch of money. $50,000 a day. Yeah. So you could just have your spouse, your whole family in your like motorhome potentially, or at least like a Sprinter van pimped out back there, so maybe it handles traffic better. But man, you'd go for a long time, I guess. You just consider yourself a very well-employed truck driver until you had enough stuck away, I guess. Or maybe just
my number was so much lower. I feel like I'm like 3 million. What is that? 60 days? Did I do my math right? You do this for 2 months and don't you have enough? I know 18 million feels even more comfortable. It'd be hard to stop. It'd be hard to
I'd want to have enough money that I could spend like a fool on nonsense the rest of my life, but also have enough that like I was giving an enormous sum to my kids.
Are you sure it's 18 million? I don't.
Woody just put it in the calculator app.
And Taylor, I'm sorry, and Zach came up with the same number.
Well, I hate to argue with calculators.
Because think about it. If it was $100,000 a day, it would be 36.5 million total, right?
Indeed. Well, I think you would just make it. There would be something about quitting that would seem wrong. You know, like it would be like, are you sure you don't want to just drive again tomorrow? You've done it 1,800 times in a row. Why not one more?
Well, like let's say you did it 300 times in a row, right? And you're what is that? That's incalculable. Nobody knows how much money that is. But you have $15 million. With $15 million, do you really have to wake up and earn $50,000 a day?
But you could imagine like telling your wife, you're like, you know what? I'm going to get that fucking Bugatti. I'm going to get that $2 million Bugatti. She said, whoa. Then we're down to 13 milli. How about you drive for another month, big fella? Then you can have your Bugatti. And like while you're driving to earn your Bugatti, you've got like your screen right there where you're clearly watching your shows. Well, you've done this drive 300 times in a row. You can watch a show while you do it. So you're just finding more things to spend your money. Oh, a yacht? Ooh, I could do. Oh, it's easy to sail the Atlantic when you have staff. like that would be appealing after a while, right? Like 15 million is a ton of money, but imagine what kind of boat you could buy for 15 million.
Yeah, but then on the flip side of that, though, there becomes a trap because like that's what happens with like athletes is even if they think they're being responsible with their money, they're not, because that mansion they bought, there's tax, the fucking cars tax, boat tax. Like it gets to a point where I feel like it would get to a point where you're like, all right, now I'm driving just to maintain, not even to get.
Right?
Yeah,
are you working for your stuff, or is your stuff working for you? Like it
yeah.
You wouldn't want to just buy $15 million worth of stuff, obviously. But no, that's a hard one. I think I would, even call it 50 million that you've stuck away. Man, it's hard to throw away another 50,000.
50 million.
Actually, you know what? Time out.
Right?
I'm thinking about what the interest is earning me at this point per day.
Right?
It doesn't make any sense to drive my route anymore. That's probably when I do it. Like figure that math out for me, calculator man. At what point would my interest be $50,000 a day?
That's incalculable.
That can't be done, Kyle. You're asking an impossibility.
Well, I'm going to need you to multiply several figures. There may even be, shocker, a bit of long division. But no letters will come in.
I've never had to long divide in adult life. It was a fucking lie.
Really?
Total lie.
Never needed a lot of gravel or a bunch of boards or something?
I mean, you just pull up your phone or a calculator.
Oh, you mean on like... Oh,
I mean, like at hand, pen to paper, doing that.
No,
like,
haven't done it. haven't done it in a very, very long time. Probably last time I was like doing sheetrock or something, like literally on a construction type thing, and it was before cell phones had calculators.
Yeah, so a long time. So you do it for how long, Scott? The drive?
I don't know. Me, like I'm not extravagant, you know. So my main concern would be like, can I buy an okay house and then like just like shut the fuck up and never talk to anybody again? You know, probably like I'd say at least a month. You know, I'd sacrifice a month.
Yeah. So you'd get 1.5 mil in that month. But I feel like you'd get addicted to it a bit at that point where you'd be like, what am I, in my head, I'd be thinking, what am I going to do in the next 12 hours here that I won't regret at the end of that 12 hours knowing I left 50 grand on the table? And I feel
the ability to go back to that well.
Yeah, that would energize me in a big way to be like, what, I'm going to play Age of Empires for 12 hours? What, I'm going to watch The Office for 12 hours? No, I'm going to hate myself at the end of the day knowing this golden goose just flew away and
again,
I lost 50 grand.
And again, depending on the logistics, like once you've been doing this drive every single day for 12, you get pretty good at it. You know the way, you'd figure it out.
How far do you think I'm going? I'm going 1 mile an hour. That's my strategy.
Yeah. No, Woody
has 12 hours, not 1,000
miles. Yeah, Woody had the highest IQ strategy of all. You're just idling around your neighborhood.
Yeah.
I promise you, whoever's writing the checks is going to put the kibosh on that on day one. Like, actually, no. Into the contract. Yeah, we're breaking our infinite money contract. I'm sorry, sir. You'll have to take us to court.
That's what I'm doing. It's at 12 hours.
Yeah, I'd be down for that for quite some time. Yeah, that would be that would actually be kind of, you know, you'd have your own reality show very quickly. You realize that, right? Like you'd be a celebrity. You'd be the guy who gets paid
ever. Watching Woody listen to Beatles songs. You
would have to. Why would that be the show? Jesus Christ!
Why'd he do 12 hours if I'm a Barbie girl? I was in a mood.
No, I meant you driving
this
a
idiot's
motorhome.
Just listening to old Opie and Anthony again, and we can't let any of it be heard on network television because there's a lot of slurs.
You have a motorhome full of characters, and you know you're getting 50 grand a day, so you can afford to be like lavish with the way you motivate them to do silly shit back there. You could have a great time.
Wasn't that like
you getting increasingly larger motorhomes? Who's the super athlete, the endurance athlete? Goggins, maybe?
Oh, yeah, the black guy, David Goggins.
David Goggins, thank you.
You think he's a super athlete? I always thought of him as the mentally ill person.
Thank you. Sure. He kind of is. You see his feet? Have you seen his feet?
No, I don't think I have.
Zach, please pull up. You can probably show the video. It's like his social media. You know what I mean? Like,
but they might be all fucked up, right?
Zach, can you see David Goggins' feet? They are
the guy that's like, I wake up at 4 a.m. and I run in the rain, and if it's snowing, even better.
He's like, some of y'all was freaking out. Some of y'all was freaking out because you saw my feet on my wife's TikTok. Making fun of David's feet. Your feet don't look like this, huh? These man's feet. These man's like or whatever, like way of defending the fact that he only has 3 toenails to his name or whatever.
Those toenails are not right.
Look at those. All right, so you've probably gotten that.
I love how you didn't like the tongue, but this you're like, zoom in, enhance that image.
Well, so here's what's interesting to me. I like kind of analyzing this and sort of deducing what's caused this to happen. And I think it's clear, like we've probably all gotten that blister on the inside of our big toe there when we've been like hiking too much or run. Like that is a wear spot. Like you put weight there when you're trying to keep it off the other side too. And like you can see he's just built up armor there. And like on his other toe, he's like, yeah, the toenail fell off and it won't even go back anymore because I'm harder that way. And the other toenail's like, you know what? My toe's so fucking hard that I'm hanging in there because I'm harder than my fucking toe is. Your toe's the bitch toe. And I'm turning black. That's how hard I am. Like,
I look at the same thing. So, all right, take his left foot, which is to the right of the picture. You see the 2 toes that kind of are damaged on the fronts? Okay. I think that when you run, maybe he's like you know the foot comes down and gets that forward pressure and it's smacking the toe of his shoe. Yeah. That's what I think that is from. The top of his toes, though, baffles me. Is he crawling a lot?
Can I interject?
He kicking? Yes.
I think what it is, I know he's had several Zach says he hasn't grown toenails, but that's a product of what he does to them and poor maintenance. You can get those taken care of. You go to a pedicure person, but a manicurist. He has ran on broken feet before and just bound them tightly, and so they've healed in funny ways from breaks, and not just the standard breaks that we probably all three of us have a broken toe. We just don't realize it because when you break a toe, if you've ever stubbed your toe going around a corner, your pinky, and it hurts so goddamn bad you almost teared up as a grown man, you probably just broke your toe, and it's going to heal up and it'll be all right. I've broken my toes. They look
dropped a
weird.
bowling ball on my toe once.
Nothing you can do for a broken toe. You just maybe put one of them stupid splints on it.
He like pulverized his by dropping a bowling ball, though. I feel like that's different than like hitting. I've stubbed my toe. I must have broke the same toe like 3 times in 1 week before even.
Yeah, ouch. That guy's had but you can see he's had broken feet and he's bound them up and then ran 50 miles on them or something.
He might have a toenail that we're not giving him credit for. Zach, can you bring it back?
Oh, he has like the base of it a little bit. Yeah.
I thought I saw an entire toenail on his big toe that I originally thought was gone.
The black one has toenail for sure. The black part is, but I thought the others, like that blackness is toenail. That's like dead blood under there. Like the one on the right, that's a toenail.
I'm looking at the left. So that is damaged, but in front of it is an intact toenail, right?
No. You think that smooth pink thing in the front is toenail?
I'm not putting money on it. But that's what I thought.
That's what the tip of his toe just looks like now.
Can you enhance and zoom, Zach? I want to see that.
I think that's where a nail used to be.
Now scroll down. Thank you. Look at that CSI style, baby. That ain't nail. Now rub your cursor where we're talking about, Zach. It's on that pink part on the no. Lower. That's the culprit. That is not nail.
I now agree with you because he has it on the other side.
That's just a polished nub on the front of his toe.
Oh,
yeah.
You don't think that was the old nail location? Like that skin still exists?
No,
and it's ripped and still.
The nail ends before then. That's a man there. He's done some crazy shit. He had for a while. He had the chin up contest, world record, or maybe pull up, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but he had one of them, and then that kid beat him. And then all of those crazy running feats that and then he was a Navy SEAL, and he used to be morbidly obese. Like there's so many wild things about that dude.
David Goggins, what are you running from? Wait, there's something wrong with you. This level of activity.
It's because he was fat and he went to the Navy SEALs and they turned him away for not passing the physical. So he like went crazy over it and was like, "How did I fail the physical?" And he,
know what he'd say? I'm not running from anything. It's running from me. And I gotta go.
I mean, there's something wrong. I guess maybe there's something wrong with a lot of great people, right? Jeff Bezos, why do you need more money? Why are you still working? What are you doing? Elon Musk, why do you need more money? What do you?
He's answered that. He wants to make us a 2-planet species.
Well, maybe he's answered that.
Teary-eyed.
David Goggins, what? You're not just keeping in shape. You're not trying to remain fuckable, David Goggins. You're not even like, as far as I know, competing in anything that like people are watching.
The man's married and he's like a social media influencer type star. I'm sure he's making tons of money by staying relevant by physical feeding his way through the world.
I don't even get it. I don't like it. Why aren't you like sitting on a park bench telling people about the things that you've already done? That's what you should be doing, David Goggins. That's my advice.
He's demonstrating his exceptionalism to inspire those who need it.
You have to see he's sick, though, right?
Yeah, you have to see that.
When you have a broken foot and you run 100 miles on your broken foot, you're sick. You're not finishing your hockey game. You're. This is something different than that. He's sick.
No, you're sick, and David's cure. Let me give you a little tip. Woody's gamer tag. Start running, because David's coming.
David Goggins, I'm too heavy to run.
If you saw him on social media and he was just like, I'm coming for you right now. I'll give you a little head start. Let you know. I'm coming from Connecticut. I'm coming. And he meant it. He was like, I'm heading your way right now with what I got on. He starts running. He's on live stream and he means it.
He happens to have flip-flops on.
And it's funny at first. But the next day, he's in like Delaware or whatever's below Connecticut. And he's like, and, and you're counting the Eastern Seaboard up if you can.
Suddenly he's in Virginia, and it's like, honey, we got to go to Georgia.
Would you live the rest of your life? You get $10 million, but wherever David Goggins is right now, he's starting to run to you. And if he touches you, you and your family die.
Wait,
but he can only run. He can only run. So if you go to the other ocean, the other side of the ocean, he's going to run from the ocean. He's going to start running along the ocean floor. Yeah, I know he has that ability.
Can I tag?
Is he tagged?
He was a Navy SEAL. Of course he can go under the ocean.
See,
no,
land, no air.
You
Harley,
think the Atlantic Ocean could stop David fucking?
Is he what?
Is he tagged? Like, do you know where he is?
No, you don't know where he is. That's the thing. He's starting right now. You don't know where he is.
Oh, that's a big problem. I need to know where he is. I need to know.
No, you're going to assume that he's not in Australia, probably strategically. Go to Australia and like literally wait like a month and a half and hope that he's not that fast.
How motivated is he?
I got this one. I got this one.
The most motivated he's ever been in his life.
Will he kick my door down?
How much money?
He said 10 million.
Okay, will he need to stop and rest and eat and such, or is it just it, or is it essentially a kill bot with the foot speed of David Goggins?
It's David Goggins. It's David Goggins.
The mortal man.
No,
it's the man, David Goggins.
Yeah, but he's in killbot mode, so like he doesn't really need to eat that much or drink that much.
He sleeps 4 hours a day.
I need to know how much he sleeps.
Well, that's the thing.
Less than you.
We don't even know how much he sleeps right now. Yeah, less than you.
Less than all of us.
Same as he does now.
David Goggins
hates takes those little naps.
He hates it. Nothing pisses David Goggins off like a nap. I could be running.
And he can look like anyone.
I think I would just.
That's too crazy. I'm joking about that part.
All right. So here's how you beat David Goggins. All right.
He's got a Groucho Marx.
Now he's just a thing. It's just, would you survive the thing? The answer is no.
So here's how you beat scary, infinite running David Goggins, who sleeps 3 hours a day and never.
That's just get David Goggins, yeah.
Essentially David Goggins, but aquatic David Goggins. He with gills. He's Kevin Costner from Waterworld, but David Goggins. He has the boat and he's coming. Okay, I think that cool. Is it trimaran? Is that what you call it? Yeah, it's badass. Watch that Waterworld. I think that you need to get somewhere where you can see for like miles. Like you need to be able to see for like the horizon, and you got to stake out there and wait until David Goggins gets there. You want to pick somewhere Central America, like wherever you think he is. You want to get as close to that as possible.
What is he allergic to?
It doesn't matter.
Most of that,
because what you've got to nail down is. Where is David Goggins? We got to find him. And once we see him coming, we can be like, oh, shit, he's here. Obviously, we can get in the car now and drive to the airport.
That's dangerous, bro. He has eyes on you. That's dangerous.
We got to be on a tower with fucking lookouts. We got a team, right? We got thermal imaging. We got to be serious about this. Maybe we're in the middle of a lake.
It's true. You can hide. You have $10 million. You can start loaning from your 10 million.
Yeah, you hire 5 guys, 24 hours a day. Like they got you. They'll spot him coming a mile away. If you pick the right spot, go to the Salt Flats, right? Something like that. And so now we got him nailed down. So now we just go to the airport, fly to fucking Europe, and we got a timer, right? We can do the math. Oh, we don't know how much he sleeps. All right, well, let's just assume 0 sleep. Multiply David Goggins' speed by the distance. Do the little math. We're like, all right.
You're going like intellectual, like you're on the helicopter, like hovering over him while he's chasing the helicopter. And you're timing his steps to see how long it would take him to get to Australia. Should you go?
Well, I know that his top speed is no more than 22 miles per hour. If he's sprinting it at like Olympic sprinter speeds, he's around 25 or something.
If he's in sprinting distance, you're fucked. Like you have to get out of
calculating how much time we have if we go to Amsterdam and have.
If he sees you, he's gonna turn on some juice here. I feel like that's very scary.
Oh, if he gets like, if you're on pavement and you turn around and and you're just both on pavement and he's half a mile behind you and he uses his Navy SEAL eyes to discern it's you from the shadows of the heat refracting off the hot sidewalk.
He's
gonna catch you.
Would you take the $10 million, but Elon Musk now wants to ruin your life?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, I would. He'd have you killed or something.
He could ruin my life with a tweet.
But that's like
he will not break a single law. He will not break a single law.
That's not ruining my life if he kills me. That's like releasing me from my life.
He won't break a single law.
And now you can haunt him.
Yeah. No, I would do that. I think he he would make
If
me
he can't
look
kill me,
good.
then yes, I'll do it.
Here's what he would do. What you get your $10 million, right? Name where are you going to live after that?
In my house, my mom's house.
Okay.
Next door to Elon Musk. Keep your enemies close.
Guess what? Your neighbors they're all your neighbors' houses. Guess who owns them now? Elon Musk owns your whole neighborhood now. You know what the new homeowners association rules are like here?
A lot of sirens all the time.
You know what happens? You know what happens after 3 infractions of the homeowners association? We can foreclose on your home if you're a member of the homeowners association.
Punishment by caning.
Elon Musk will have your mom's house in a fortnight, right?
He wouldn't.
Yeah.
He'll have every house around it, but not my mom.
No, I just laid out how he takes your house.
Yeah, you're gonna get
no,
my
but
mom's
that's not plausible. That's not
Really?
plausible.
It's absolutely plausible. You can absolutely do it.
I think your mom's mailbox is out of compliance.
Yep. Right.
It doesn't matter.
3 infractions.
That's not how it works, bud.
Dude, all he has to do, he just needs to hire a David Goggins level SEAL to sneak into your house and put child pornography on your computer.
No
crimes. Yeah, he would have
He's
to.
not
He would have
committing
to
a crime.
change.
David Goggins.
He would have to change
That's a crime.
all the
That's
rules here.
conspiracy to child pornograph somebody.
He has to change all the rules. He has to change all the rules. And I'll tell you, my mom is not only going to not break any of the homeowners association rules. The mailbox would never be out of compliance. My mom is not like me at all. She'll keep her shit in order. And I actually think that creates more. You gave an example that would create more problems for Elon Musk. He has to sit down at homeowners board meetings.
He doesn't do any of this.
My mom.
No, he doesn't.
No,
he hires a guy.
Point with this one.
What Elon Musk does is he hires a
you think
very
he's got,
motivated.
You think he's got money to spend on things like this, right?
Yes, I absolutely do. He's still like the third richest man on the planet.
No, I don't think he's quite. I don't think he's rich like Jeff Bezos is rich. By the way, like not even on the same level. This is you are comparing like an extremely liquid man with a guy who is not quite as liquid as you would think.
I agree with you in that, like, owning Amazon is only a retard would be like, you can have Tesla or Amazon and be the owner. Which one do you want? Like, no one would take Tesla.
But here's the important question: how much money will it require for Elon to begin ruining your life? Do you think? Just guess.
How much is he going to have to give?
How much liquid money will he need to pull together for his Ruin Harley fund?
If you're smart, like $1,000. If you're smart, I'm sure.
So that's what I'm saying. So
ruin your life with 1,000?
No.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm sure if you're clever enough for $1,000, you might be able to do some moves. I'm just saying, Elon Musk. The reason why he's a bad choice, as opposed to if you chose someone else who has a lot of money but is not Elon Musk. Elon Musk will be benefiting you quite a bit if you are his number one target.
He's not going to promote you. He knows better than that. He's not.
Oh, wait. So people will think I'm crazy. I'm like, it's Elon Musk is fucking my life.
Oh, he would actually start gang stalking you.
He's like, it is me, bitch.
Yeah, he's not going to come out and twiddle his mustache. And again, like the. He doesn't.
Okay, I thought he was like. I thought everyone was aware that Elon Musk hates
no,
me.
you're not on Twitter.
He's not. He comes to you mano a mano, and he goes, "Hey, big boy."
That's different. I was like thinking of how I could benefit. I was thinking of how I could benefit from being his nemesis.
No,
but now his nemesis. But now I understand. Okay, no, I might be changing my answer then.
Yeah, he's not going to be your foil or anything. He's gonna, and he doesn't need to be liquid to ruin you. His fund could be $3 million. Do you know what you can do with $3 million? You can hire a small art. You can invade a fucking country with $3 million.
Yeah.
You can hire a fucking
not successfully.
You could just hack. You could just pay a hacker to get all my soft cock pictures on my phone and
How about
put them
those
on
people
my
that
Twitter
don't let
account.
Christians come?
You have soft pictures of your penis on your phone?
Long story, but yeah. What? What did you say?
Just get hard ones.
Get hard ones.
Just do that. Why? Don't keep those time bombs where you have to go.
I was trying to look at something on the underside. But
I would rather. Here's the thing. Elon Musk is so powerful. I would rather literally have a gypsy curse than have him motivated to destroy me. Because I mean motivated in a petty.
You haven't seen Drag Me to Hell though.
I have seen Drag Me to Hell.
Didn't that fucking suck as a gypsy curse?
If it's my everlasting soul that's at stake.
Thinner. That's a curse that would be awesome for the first 6 weeks.
I wanted that at one point. I was like, I'll beat the curse. I'll be there eating before the curse can get me.
That's such a shitty movie.
It was much better in my mind as a kid.
Yeah,
it always is when you think back to it, and then it's kind of like Apocalypse Now, but then you get through the first half, and you're like, oh shit, there's 52 more minutes. Oh no,
I've never seen
the good stuff's already over. The first half at Camp Lejeune or wherever the fuck Marines go is good. Camp Charlottesville, whatever y'all do. But then they go to Vietnam, and it's like, oh shit, it's Stanley Kubrick's Vietnam, which is like depressing. Even when they win the big battle at the end and they get the sniper's a teenage girl who's like fighting for her homeland, right? She's a little girl dying and like coughing up blood in her last moments. And they're like, oh yeah, we got her, the one that killed Big Bob and Little Mike or whatever. And it's like, yeah, it was just a little girl like hiding.
Yeah, it was just someone fighting with a rifle trying to fight back. That's pretty fucked up. Have you? It reminds me of that movie. What you're saying reminds me of it because I haven't seen Apocalypse Now. Full Metal Jacket.
Not that's what I'm saying.
You're saying Full Metal Jacket. It sounded so much like it.
And I was wrong.
Okay, so I have seen Full Metal Jacket, and there is no movie that in the first half I'm like when they're at boot camp and everything, I'm so invested, I'm so in, I'm rocking and rolling. It's awesome. The amazing. Second they go to Vietnam, that movie turns into a dog turd. It's boring
I turn it off.
Shit. I remember watching that movie the first time and like getting
fast
3/4 of the way through and being like, what happened? We were rolling, and now we're doing nothing in Vietnam, and it sucks, and I don't care. They set the anchor point of what were going to be the concerns early, and then they dilly-dallied on that too long, and it made it so I was no longer invested in the other plot points that I was supposed to be invested in at that point in the film.
And look, I've watched some YouTube videos about what Stanley Kubrick was going for there, and all the symbolism that's present.
I'm going to make a shitty movie in this.
But what I wanted, especially when I was younger, when I got there, I was like, all right. Fucking Joker and the boys are like, I don't remember the what they said, but they're like fire hardened and battle ready.